Well, everyone, the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 has been out for about a month now, and surprisingly, I've been using this, tablet for quite a bit of time. It's definitely not my main device that I use on an everyday basis, but for the past month or so, this tablet has been taking the world by storm, and a lot of people, from all the reviews that I've been seeing, from my personal experience, and from all the posts on Reddit that I've seen about this tablet as well, a lot of people are happy with this tablet, which is really good to see. Now, it's definitely not been perfect. There's been some issues here and there, but one thing with every tablet or any device that comes out, especially with Samsung, is that it can kind of be hit or miss. Sometimes the tablet isn't really a big upgrade, sometimes it is, but this time around, Samsung did a tremendous job in my opinion, and this is a very solid tablet to pick up. Now, I will tell you, and one thing that's really helped me out, is that if you're planning on buying a Samsung phone in any caliber in any way possible, I will probably tell you to just wait out until you can buy that Samsung Galaxy phone, get a credit if they're still doing a credit, capability thing, and then go ahead and buy, a Galaxy Tab with that credit. Now, sometimes those credits go out and, they may not be able to be applicable anymore, but it's a really cool thing that I love seeing. So if you want to pick any of these tablets up, links will be down in the description. You can get them from there and help support the channel at the same time. Now, one thing that I really did like about my Galaxy Tab S8, especially in the last month or so, is just the capability of it having a really already pretty decent community behind it. One thing that I've seen with a lot of Android tablets is that once a tablet comes out, there's a lot of hype for the first couple days, maybe a week, and then it kind of dies down. I saw this with the Galaxy S22. With the S22, there was a lot of hype, and then it kind of died down, and less people kind of kept talking about it. With the Galaxy Tab S8, it still seems like a lot of people are there for this tablet, and that is one thing I really like. We appreciate the specs behind this thing, we appreciate the power behind it and everything, but still having people behind this tablet, continue to talk about it and continue to give updates, and to continue even test the performance of these tablets is actually really cool. Now, most of you may know this, but there are 3 different versions of this tablet. There's the S8, S8 Plus, and S8 Ultra. I currently have the base S8, the cheapest S8 you can buy, and it still has given me a really good amount of, experience with it. I've had a really good experience with this thing. The screen on it really wasn't really bad. I mean, I really wish they went on the OLED route, but I think they're saving that obviously for the higher end models, but it would be cool if they put that on the lower end models too. I think that would be really cool. The 120 Hz is still really nice, and I'll definitely tell you, I think after using the Tab A8 for a little bit of time, having something that's, this good of a panel is actually much better, and I actually do appreciate it a lot. Now, I did test out Samsung DeX for the first time in like a year for my other tablets and my other Samsung phones, and having Samsung DeX on a thing like this is insane. It's plugged in, you can just plug in straight to your USB Type-C port at the bottom, and I'm surprised to see how great of a job Samsung did with this type of software. Now, with my monitor, it's a little bit of a different story. I don't know why the LG Ultrafine 5K display is a little bit of I guess the aspect ratios are off. Maybe I can adjust that, but having a full-on PC that's almost like a PC on this specific tablet is really insane to me, and you can continue to use the tablet as you normally would, and I don't know why this isn't like the feature of Samsung. Like, Samsung, they talk about this feature all the time, but it doesn't seem like people really care about it, which is so weird. It is a revolutionary feature, and I cannot wait until other manufacturers start utilizing this feature on their tablets as well. Now, we do have the aluminum back. The build quality of this tablet is beautiful, and it still feels extremely premium. I don't think this tablet's going to feel cheap in the first month of it being released, but I also don't think it's ever going to feel cheap. This is one of those tablets that's going to be around for a very long amount of time, and even, for the fact that Samsung, has pushed software on this thing like crazy already, they're promising 4 years of software updates and 5 years of security updates, potentially. I say potentially not to say they're going to be less, but they could be even more than that, and that would be even crazier. The fact that Samsung could support this thing for that long is actually really insane to me when we're used to Samsung kind of not giving the most amount of software updates of all time. If they actually end up doing that, that is going to be really impressive on their end. So in terms of the outside, you have a lot of capability, a lot of features. That dual camera setup was also a really cool thing. I was really happy to see that. I didn't get to do any camera comparisons or anything, but it's still nice that this thing has a camera on it. And you do have that S Pen, and having an S Pen like that is really cool. I mean, it's just another extra thing. Personally, say two things I didn't really find myself using too much in this tablet was that stylus and the cameras. I really didn't utilize the cameras too much in this thing, and I didn't really utilize the, stylus that much either. And I think that's probably okay. Even with my S22 Ultra, I didn't really use the stylus or S Pen that much either, but it's cool to have it. It doesn't hurt to have these extra type of features on your tablet, and I think it can only help. And in this case, it really only helped. It didn't really hurt anything. So I think that's a big thing to keep in mind as well. So in terms of the outside, that kind of covers it up officially there. You still have things like the micro SD card slot, which is really cool. That's something a lot of people were happy about. And the fact that you can buy the cheapest end tablet here with the 8GB of RAM, that's still a lot of RAM. You can go up to 12GB of RAM if you want to. And that's still, that's a massive amount of RAM to have on something like this. So I definitely do like it, and I don't think that's a problem. I felt like the performance on this tablet has been really, really good as well. I've made a ton of videos, not only in terms of how to use this tablet and, how-to videos, but I did a lot of gaming tests on this tablet as well. And I found that really on any graphics settings that I ran this tablet on, it was running, games like a champ. It handled everything I threw at it. And that's honestly really respectable for something like the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 to have this much capability and this much power is actually really awesome. Now, I will say it did kind of overheat here and there, and the graphics, honestly, I feel like they could have been a little bit better, but there was one little problem, and that was with the Samsung GOS, the game optimization service. So some people did find out that Samsung was kind of throttling, or I don't know if it was thermal throttling, if it was just built-in throttling of their performance on their games for certain games, including like Genshin Impact, and I think PUBG was one as well. And Samsung, I guess, got caught out on this, and that's kind of an issue. I was not a fan of that. I hate when, companies don't tell us what they're doing. And in this case, Samsung has actually luckily given us a software update that pretty much has patched this. Now, that doesn't take away the fact that they already implemented this in the first place, so that can be kind of an annoyance. I just don't like when Samsung does that kind of stuff, or any company for that matter, but they did fix it, so I think that's one way to look at it. But again, in the future, I hope they don't do something like this, and if they are doing something like this again right now, I hope they address it, and I hope they give us the ability of at least turning off that throttling if we want to. So luckily for me, I didn't really find it to be that big of a deal, because I've even found it to be faster than a lot of the previous tablets that I used, but it looks like they were also doing this with some other older tablets and phones as well, so that could possibly be what's going on. But I'll definitely say that performance of the Tab S8 has been really good in my opinion. On top of that, the battery life is still really good in this tablet as well. It's been on standby for a long period of time for me, and it's been my go-to. I can pick it up and it's, there for me. But I typically do use my PC or MacBook for a lot of the tasks that I do on an everyday basis. But having a tablet like this that's there, that I can easily just go and pick up and have it just, ready for me when I want to go and pick it up and use it, I think that's a really awesome thing, and that's something I really do love about something like my Samsung Galaxy Tab S8. So ultimately, what I can tell you, about a month later of using the Tab S8, this is probably one of the Android tablets I've used the longest. I think for any tablet that I use, I had Nexus 7s, I had the Nexus 9 for a little bit, and I had the Nexus 10 as well. I forgot about that. And since then, I haven't really used too many Android tablets. They've all kind of like came and went. But with something like the Galaxy Tab S8, this is a tablet that's going to be here for a long time. Even the Tab S7, it feels like it came and went. It was a great tablet, but I just didn't, I don't know, it was a little strange to me. The Tab S8 and the S8 Plus and S8 Ultra, I think Samsung did a tremendous job with this tablet, and I'm excited to see what the future of these tablets hold. I don't think we're going to be seeing a Tab S9 for probably another maybe a year, or probably a year and a half from now, maybe even 2 years, but this is a great holding point. This is a great way for us to just stop, breathe in on what Samsung brought to us and kind of keep it from there. So I definitely do like the Tab S8. I think it's a great tablet, and I'd love to hear your opinion on this. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.